Right. Peace. When I am questioned, what is peace? Peace is an atmosphere which is a desired, which characterized with a condition that has no agitation. I hail from a community called Kamatiak in the suburb of Bumprugu. I did my preliminary part of education. I moved to Bindi with the GHS, continued to Yendi Secondary School, and moved on scholarship to Opokuwari, which led me to Legon to do archive administration. That I continued to Christian Service University to do theology in administration as well. I moved into the gospel of Jesus Christ as a minister and as a pastor with my ministry in Kumasi. But at the latter part of 2015, that I ensued into a vision pursuit on peace missions that took me to several communities and other conflict areas across Ghana, notably in the northeastern parts where the Kunkumba, Bimoba, Mampusi, Kusasi, Chirponi, Chokosis, and the like. But along my peace pursuit, I think I spoke much. I worked so hard in the Bumprugu area, notably. But in the quest for peace to restore in the Bimoba land, among Bimobas, Kunkumbas, Kusasis, Mampusis, and Chokosis, that I had to confront with chiefs and traditional leaders. So all chiefs and traditional leaders within the Bumprugu Nampanduri enclave across the Togo lands and the Kunkumba areas have been visited by myself. I paid courtesy call on all the chiefs, speaking to them about the need for peaceful coexistence, and also have gone through churches. I've gone to all notable and major churches and mosques across these communities that I'm talking about, and have sunk through the Togo lands, because the Bimobas and Kunkumbas are also found in those places. And so it was during that pursuit that I had to get a confrontation with the chiefs and traditional leaders across board. I held seminars, I held symposiums, I held workshops, all to do with peace and peaceful coexistence. I also held youth programs and about 41 peace crusades across these areas I'm talking about. Then pursued to talk and engage with the Bimobas, Kunkumbas, Mampusis, and Kusasis down south, because most of them are settling there for greener pastures, schooling, and the like. So, having engaged them, I also engaged with chiefs and people around the Edra, Setradumasi, Ashanti Regional Capital Kumasi, Tafo, Sankwari, Kukum, Havukanyase, Goso, Mim, Wasekropong, Safiakontombra, Bebiani, Sankwari, and all these places I'm talking about. But there has been one common talk that you have to become a chief for peace. But I always play it down because I tell people I'm a pastor, I'm a gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm a peace missionary. So being a chief is not what I'm looking out for. But this confrontation has been continuing until January 2021, that the Bumprugu chief and his other paramount chiefs and phantom of all chiefs and traditional areas within this area that called on me to tell me that this has been a report, this has been a quest from far and wide. And I said, well, I know chieftaincy and chiefs has to do with sitting on skin, sitting on losses, and sitting having to go doing some rituals. But being a pastor, I don't think I can do that. But the chiefs put it clear to me that when I came to build peace, I did not come sitting on skin. I did not come making some rituals. So it is the Bible I hold to preach peace will be the same Bible I will continue to do it when they install me for peace. And so I said, let me go back and then come back and give you an information either I agree or not. So I went to the mountains, specifically I went to Afia Mountains to go and pray. It was when I sought the face of God, and God told me it is not the people who are seeking to make me a chief for peace, but it is He, God, who has sent me to join with the chiefs in order to help them make informed decisions, make laws and moderations that will bring peace and not conflict, as it has been happening all around. But I also pleaded with the chiefs, let me make it known to you that as chiefs, you need to know that peace is paramount. So when God considered, I called the Bimpugu chief and told him, yes, I agree. Then he told me when I come down, we'll talk further. I quickly came down in about a week time. That was in February. But we fixed the date to be on the 15th of May 2021. And on the 15th of May 2021, I was installed the chief for peace and peace ambassador for that matter across board. Not a peace chief ambassador for one ethnic group, not for one community, not for one district or region, but across Ghana and across sub-Saharan Africa. But there is something that I want to put across as a peace chief, that all the divisional chiefs in the Bimoba land should know and note it down, that as long as you are being enskined by Nairi, the Mamprugu overlord, you are all big chiefs and supposedly celebrated same. And I've also spoken to event organizers in the land that anytime you are organizing an event, make sure that you don't lift some chiefs leaving the others. I want to begin on the street leading from Bunkpugu to Nampanduri. I want to say that the Bunkpugu chief is a big chief, and these big chiefs that I'm calling are all the same because they were all enskinned by Nairi, who is the overlord of Mamprugu traditional area. So Bunkpugu chief, Naju number 1 chief, Nanik chief, Bimbabu chief, Nampanduri chief. They want to come back to Bunkpugu and I pour it through the Bunkpugu Gwangbiang route. Then I will have Kambagu chief, Bankuni chief, Kambatia chief, and then Gwangbiang chief. All these are divisional chiefs who are all big chiefs in their own portfolios. So they should be respected as such. None of these should be lifted beyond the other, except to say that one of them, 2 or 3 of them have lifted to the status of being a paramount chief, meaning that you are paramounting over other smaller divisional or sub chiefs under you. That makes you a paramount chief. Apart from that, once you are being enskined by Nairi, you are not to be superior or to superintend or to supersede any other chief who also come through that same Floyd. Then I also said that being a peace chief across humanity in Ghana, and not only but for one ethnic group, I want to say that Ghana is one country. We are all building a common destiny. We are having only one country to build, which is Ghana. So I want to say that many as we are Adan, Adanwe, Enum, Ahanta, Achim, Asanti, Alavanyo, Bedu, Basari, Bimoba, Busanga, Bulsa, Buembuni, Banda, Chakosi, Chana, Chamba, Dagati, Dagomba, Fulanis, Fantis. We have Grushes, we have Gonjes, we have Grumes, we have Gans, we have houses, we have Casinas, we have Kusasis, we have Kanjaga, we have Kunkombes, we have Krobos, we have Kous, we have Lobi, we have Moshi, Moli, Moli, Nampusis, Nanumba, Nu.